Lot.
Awesome.
Hey. Clap one more time. You're not coming to my birthday. Whoa. Who did that? Giggity.
What's up, everybody? Reaction Nation here with the WorldOfDevin segment. Your boy is back in the clutch. Yes, indeed. I am back, and this is an explosion week for all of you to check out my videos, of course. Now, we are going to, well, actually, this is like the second video you're going to see. I'm going to give you guys a total of 7 for this entire week. That's going to be my explosion for you. A video every single day of the week. You guys will get some very good, some that you wouldn't think I would do, and some that will make you just bounce out of your seat with excitement and joy. So let's get right into this, and let's start on the second video with a video from Blame It on George, which you guys understand that he is from my creep. Actually, I did his video. One of his videos was the very first videos that I reacted to, and it was creepy things on the internet #1. Now I'm trying to find my phone and I can't find it. Where are you? Oh, it's right here. I'm tripping. My bad. Sorry, you guys. Okay. Yeah. La da da la da da. Okay. Cool. All right. Yeah. It's basically like showing me the time and the weather and stuff. Anyway, let's get right into this video, you guys. I'm ready. Let's go. Do me a favor, hit that like button down below, hit that subscribe button down below, hit that bell for more notifications from me, and then we'll come to you. Also, let me know what you want me to react to next, and I got you found. # RAN. Let's get right into this reaction video, you guys. Now, I will not be watching the entire video, maybe about like 13 minutes of it, and then Dunzo for Bonzo. I can't do the whole thing because it's over 20 minutes long. There's not that much room on this camera. Let's get right into this reaction video, you guys. Let's go. All right, Blame It on George. Let's see what you got. Now, I said 15 minutes. We really mean 13 minutes, okay? That's where it's going to go. That is very low. Volume's up. Oh. Wow, sorry.
As we discussed in many past videos,
Volume went up.
sometimes writers like to sneak in fairly dark themes in otherwise family-friendly shows. These could be in the form of what-if plots, dream sequences, or just a simple detail in the background. But other times, the golden opportunity arises, allowing them to go really dark without any repercussions. That opportunity is the series finale. When the show is already ending, why not end things with a bang? Or maybe a depressing cry for clarity.
Alfie!
I suppose we'll find out as we go over 7 surprisingly dark series finales and kid-friendly shows.
Let's do this! By the way, this is at 4 million views. Go figure.
Eddie dreams up the entire show. Our first entry isn't exactly the last episode of the series, but it was...
I remember Eddie dreaming up a show.
Take This Ed and Shove It, the final episode of the 4th season of Ed and Eddie, is about Eddie discovering that the kids of the cul-de-sac are getting older and are not interested in his usual shtick anymore. As Double-D explains that the kids will soon begin to think about their future careers, Eddie gets an idea on how to make money off of them. Career counseling. Things go wrong, as usual.
Good morning, patients. I'm Dr. Naz.
Naz!
First things first, dudes. Jawbreakers are so bad for your teeth. Cavities and stuff? Totally.
Damn. Locked him. Locked!
There. Now let's do this.
And a bunch of heavy items in Eddie's garage end up hitting him on the head, causing him to black out. When he wakes up,
it wasn't his fault.
He is now 90 years old.
This can't be happening. Loss of control is the first thing to go at, eh?
Ain't that right?
He runs around the cul-de-sac in horror, finding that each kid is now old and senile as well.
Now it's feeding pigeons.
Jawbreakers, believing them to be the key to his youth. Unfortunately, Ed sneezes on the Jawbreakers
and turns them to dust.
Eddie repeatedly smacks himself with his cane until he eventually wakes up as a kid again. But after attempting to eat the Jawbreaker, he wakes up in his old body.
It seems you dozed off again there, Eddie. You were recounting yet another humorous story from our past.
Oh, I get what they're doing. Okay, my bad.
It was all just stories? Memories from the past? We really are old.
revealing the entire sequence, the entire show maybe, to all just be a dream. This episode was intended to be the series finale, but due to the show's massive popularity, it was renewed for 2 more seasons and a TV movie. There are a few deleted scenes that can be found online that hint at a more darker series finale. In the initial version of the scenes where Eddie discovers that he's become an old man, he believes it to just be a joke, like in the old cartoons. However, he begins to panic when he realizes that it's not a joke, and he pleads for Mr. Antonucci to wake him up. Mr. Antonucci is referring to Danny Antonucci, the creator of the series. And
I know
when he
Danny
doesn't
Antonucci.
reply,
Well, he's...
Eddie begins to freak out.
Okay, you can wake me up now, Mr. Cartoon Director. Hey, Antonucci, wake me up!
Leading us to believe that the entire series and Antonucci himself were just dreamed up by Eddie, who is now figuring that out for himself. Again, It's a rather dark realization, and a meta one at that. However, the scene was cut, the show continued, and we're left with a pretty standard all a dream episode. Oh well, maybe it's for the best that cartoon characters don't become too self-aware. On another note regarding this episode, it was the last cartoon in history to be completely done in traditional cell animation, right down to the ink and paint.
Wow.
Ed, Edd n Eddy was the last major animation production to use traditional process, and the studio switched over to digital coloring, starting with the Christmas special, Ed, Edd n Eddy's Jingle Jingle Jangle, the next episode made.
Wow.
The Power Rangers are defeated, and Zordon is kidnapped.
Power Rangers.
Our next entry is sort of an exception. While it is technically the series finale, it leads directly into the next series, continuing the story and wrapping up any dark cliffhangers that this series ends on.
Is this blaming on George the whole time?
The franchise is known for changing the title of the show each season, while still technically being one.
It's a lot of Power Rangers.
Series. Things get a bit dire in the series finale of Power Rangers Turbo, titled Chase into Space. This episode set up the final season in the original Power Rangers saga, named the Zordon era by fans. This encompasses Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, Mighty Morphin Alien Rangers, Power Rangers Zeo, Power Rangers Turbo, and Power Rangers in Space. Usually in shows like Power Rangers, we expect the heroes to come out on top, and in the end defeat the bad guy, especially when looking at something like a series finale. However, this is just not the case this time. Divatox, the main antagonist of Turbo, has hired a monstrous being known as Gold Goyle to destroy the Turbo Megazord, and he actually does. He completely destroys the thing, the most powerful sword of all time. Luckily, the Megazord is able to destroy Gold Goyle and a last-minute effort, but the Power Rangers' victory is anything but joyful. They are powerless and have lost one of the few things that gave them an upper hand. To make matters worse, they learn that their mentor,
Heard the Yellow Ranger died.
has been defeated and kidnapped.
Sad, right?
The series ends with the Power Rangers completely zapped of their power and beginning their journey into the unknown to find and rescue Zordon. This is a rather dark ending for an otherwise action-packed kid show.
Not that Yellow Ranger.
Top villains and clear merchandising tie-ins. The heroes that should always win didn't. The Power Rangers are gone. Their giant robot is destroyed.
The blue Power Ranger is a little boy.
I guess they're just the Rangers now.
Wow.
Terra loses her memories.
Terra.
The series finale of the original Teen Titans is rather depressing. The episode is aptly named Things Change, and well, a lot of things change in this episode, in ways that not only make you think of the context of the show, but how it relates to our personal lives. In the Season 2 finale, Terra, an anti-hero and a love interest of Beast Boy, sacrificed herself to stop Slade, and must turn herself into a statue to do so. However, in the series finale, Beast Boy sees a girl that looks and sounds exactly like Terra. After finding that her statue's gone, he becomes convinced that she has returned. However, after talking with her, he finds that she has no recollection of her past, no memories, nothing. He desperately tries to get her to remember, showing her things she used to like and recalling memories they shared, but nothing works and it seems like she has become a completely different person.
Don't you remember anything from before?
just remember high school.
You used to live in the desert before joining the Teen Titans.
Wow.
You couldn't control your powers at first. And Slade helped you, and you wanted to take over the city. But in the end,
I never watched
you
this
couldn't
show.
go through with it, and you saved us
Wasn't my
all.
thing. Better shows on around that time. My opinion.
Why would you want
Of
to
course.
be friends with someone who is so much trouble?
Because I know who she really is.
Becoming more and more frustrated, Beast Boy throws mud at Terra in an attempt to get her to use her powers. This backfires though, and leads her to storm off upset. He later goes to the theme park where they used to hang out, but is encountered by Slade. Beast Boy accuses Slade of wiping Terra's memories, but he denies his involvement in the situation. While the two fight, Beast Boy yells that he won't let Slade hurt Terra again, but Slade responds that he is the one hurting her. He needs to let her go. Eventually, it's revealed that this Slade is just a robotic duplicate.
Wow.
Later, Beast Boy sees her again at school. He tries one last time to get her to remember, but he's unsuccessful. He wonders why things can't go back to the way they were, but Terra tells him that things were never the way he remembered them as.
Why can't things just go back to the way they were? You were so happy then.
Things change, Beast Boy. The girl you want me to be is just a memory.
The bell rings, and she fades away into the crowd, leaving Beast Boy standing there, all alone. While there is a
It is
TV
depressing.
movie that comes afterwards, serving as the true finale of the series, this is still technically the last episode, and the last appearance of Terra. There is no resolution, nor a happy ending. People change, and sometimes we see the past through rose-colored glasses. We don't always get resolutions in life,
Ain't that
and
true?
no other children's show has shown this stronger
That's
than
the
Teen
truth.
Titans.
Scoutmaster Lumpus just turns out to be a random, insane.
Hey, Cap Laszlo!
Laszlo was a weird show.
Now I remember this show.
Really weird. To be fair, most Cartoon Network shows in the 2000s were. I mean, these were the years that gave us Flapjack. But Camp Laszlo takes the cake with its strange, hilarious, and seriously messed up finale titled Lumpus's Last Stand. The episode starts out as silly as usual, with Scoutmaster Lumpus getting sick of doing laundry, and allowing all the campers to start painting on their clothes instead.
What the hell?
It turns out that this is such a revolutionary idea that people start to award Lumpus. Some time travelers even arrived from 1,000 years in the future, claiming that this innovation, this idea of painting on your clothes, cured world hunger and brought about an era of peace.
By freeing us from laundry, you gave us time to solve world hunger! And civilization has enjoyed a millennium of prosperity and enlightenment!
Things seem almost too good to be true, and they are, because a rain cloud comes and washes away all the paint.
Oh no.
Everyone leaves.
We know where that's going.
And the time travelers become much skinnier, showing that their present time has changed as a result. And if that wasn't weird enough for a finale, things are about to get a whole lot weirder. An elderly version of Heifer from Rocco's Modern Life arrives with the cops at the camp, claiming that Lumpus had locked him away for the entire season and fooled everyone into believing that he was the real Scoutmaster. What?
He's an imposter, a fake, and worse, he is no Scoutmaster of Camp Kidney!
The fuck?
Yeah, so?
Lumpus then
My
gets
monetization.
put into a straitjacket and is carried away to a mental institution.
There it is.
The campers then stand there in the middle of town.
Rocco's Modern Life. Rocco's Modern Life.
Some random weirdo off the streets. That's it. That's the end. This brings up a whole lot of dark implications, with an unknown older man who was not hired by the camp to be in charge of, or left alone with a bunch of children. Since this is a kid's show, nothing of that sort actually happened, but the possibilities are rather chilling. And why was Heifer there? Joe Murray, the creator of Camp Laszlo, also made Rocco's Modern Life, but it's just kind of weird that he showed up in the first place because Laszlo aired on Cartoon Network and Rocco aired on Nickelodeon. I'm not sure what kind of legal trade-off had to happen to make this possible, but it could have been easy. Was it worth it? I'll leave that up to you.
I didn't know he appeared in the last episode. I love Camp
Alf was
Laszlo.
taken away by the U.S. military.
Alf.
Alf was an interesting cultural icon in the late 80s. Despite being an ugly, alien, big thing, he endeared audiences around the country, and also got a shitload of merchandise.
Gross.
There were even Alf trading cards, and you can't forget those Alf Pogs. I love that episode.
Alf Pogs. Remember Alf? He's back in pod form.
You traded my soul for Pogs?
So, people got pretty attached to Alf over the years, especially children. So how did they choose to end the series? With Alf getting taken away by the military to be dissected, of course.
Hey.
In the finale, titled Consider Me Gone, Alf receives a radio transmission from some of his friends back on his home planet, Melmac. They tell him that they've purchased a new planet and want his help in creating a new civilization there.
Here, I made this for you. Here's us on Earth, and here's you on your new planet. We're really not all that far away from each other.
Thanks, B.
I always thought this show was weird. Never grew up with it, but I remember it.
Alf. We'll always be best friends.
However, the alien task force of the US military intercept the transmission, and Alf is captured by them before he can head home. From the very first episode, the alien task force made their intentions very clear, with plans to burn, freeze, electrocute, poison, physically torture, and dissect him.
Hey.
We'll see how it responds to intense heat, freezing cold, high voltage, toxic substances, pain, sleep deprivation.
And they made a funny thing.
Inoculation. That's needles. And of course, dissection.
Jesus Christ. And the show ends just like that, leaving it up for all the children watching to imagine these terrible things happening. Now, turns out this wasn't actually meant to be the finale of the series. The showrunners intentionally ended it on a cliffhanger in hopes that the network would pick up the series for one final season. Well, it didn't work. And thanks to their stupid decision, Alf is now cut up into tiny pieces. Well, not really. 6 years later, a TV movie titled Project Alf aired that showed that Alf is still alive, but is on death row with a scheduled execution.
Hey.
While he does end up escaping, he never sees his human friends from the series ever again. The movie didn't go over well with fans, with many of them outright ignoring it and considering it non-canon. When your film is so universally disliked by fans that they'd rather have the canon ending be Alf getting tortured to death, you know you did something wrong.
Wow.
This is a stick from the roof of our garage. The garage that you crashed into almost 4 years ago now. To Alf, if you ever drop in again, please use the front door. Love the Tanners. Thanks, guys.
All right, you guys. I'm gonna stop right there. I've seen some of these shows. Haven't seen a lot of the other ones, but very, very, very good compilation. Blame It on George. You know, you always put together the best things. You're a very underrated channel. So shout out to you. I hope you see my reaction, and I hope you loved it, and I hope you guys love my reaction as well. If you did, then do me a favor, hit that like button down below, hit that subscribe button down below, hit that bell for more notifications from me, and they will come to you. Also, let me know what you want me to react to next, and I got you. Found #RAN. More videos on the way. Explosion. Peace out.